My fellow gem hunters, welcome to another episode of Coinverse. I'm your host, Vibin, and today we're not actually going to be covering a gem that we're looking for. We're actually going to stay with the topic that's on hand and everything that's going on. Today is going to be about Luna. We have to talk about what got UST into this situation, what got Luna into this situation, and if this thing will ever come back to the markets and return to an all-time high, number one. So, let's go into a little bit of what's happening, guys. I'm pretty sure you guys know what Luna is. I'm pretty sure you guys heard about some of the things that's going on with Luna and some of the struggles that it's dealing with its stablecoin. As you guys know, there has been some type of quote unquote manipulation that potentially could have happened on the US stable coin that Luna is proposing, and it calls it the depeg. This isn't the first time that we've seen this token depeg from the US dollar. It happened about 14 months ago as well, and I think it's the third time that it's happened over the last 14 months. So for people who don't know, the way these tokenomics work is that, hey, look, when people buy Luna in returns, provides a stable to back this by purchasing a BTC. And then converting it to a UST. And I think, when Luna first came out, they were getting so much grief from the Bitcoin holders and the Bitcoin maxis about their protocol. I think this is the only reason I could see Do Kwon wanting to put Bitcoin as a reserve, just because he was going to be one of the top Bitcoin wallet holders. And that would have gained him a lot of respect. And in a perfect world, these tokenomics were pretty clever until things didn't work out, just like we see all the time, correct? And we're going to dive into that today, guys. I want to take a second to share my screen here in a few minutes to kind of just go through just people's emotional level right now. There are a lot of people who took losses. We've seen Luna, from $100 go down to $70 to $50 to $20 to that. Guys, it's at $1 today. So it is a lot of pain on the market. There's a lot of blood in the streets. And we're going to dive into it. So without further ado, guys, I just kind of want to go over my personal feelings before I jump into any of this. I did personally hold Luna. I didn't buy it because they were talking about creating a stable coin or anything. I actually, I thought what they had provided in their tokenomics by producing more Luna, I thought it was, sustainable. But this is, now that I'm going back and looking at it, this wasn't really sustainable. And when they put the stable token to it, guys, it just kind of made it even less stable, right? So let's just dive a little bit into it. And the things that's really bad about this one is this isn't the first time we've seen an algorithmic stablecoin fail. We've seen it multiple times, guys. But the problem is with this one, both of these are in the top 10. We didn't think about it on this magnitude. And this is something that we have to take in consideration that could potentially sink all stablecoins, not just US Terra, okay? Where US Terra was looking to be a decentralized stablecoin, I think that competitors and things of that nature could have wanted to see Luna fail. They wanted to see this stable fail. And did they get their wish? It kind of seems that way. It seems like the crypto community has turned its back on Luna and almost mocked and laughed at Luna holders for being on this ride and then going down. I think a lot of people don't realize that this is dragging a lot of the crypto with it. And it's opening up a lot of room for CBDCs to get in there, which is your central bank digital currencies. I think when we think about it, I think it's an intelligent way for market makers to crash stables and implement these digital banking tokens or currencies as stables, and it could potentially help them, with taxation and people wanting to avoid taxes and things of that nature. So I don't think this would be the last that we report on this story. But I do want to get into the meat and gravy of it, guys. We'll just go right to it. I want to just take you guys to Twitter. The sentiment today is just been all over the place, man. So let's just go to I just hashtag Luna here, guys. We're gonna go latest or top comments. So they're saying, like I said, some people are saying BlackRock and Citadel got 100K Bitcoin loan, and they're spell it out here. You can find this stuff all over line. Another one of the things that really crippled a lot of this is that there was $6 to $7 billion in Anchor protocol that was dumped today. That it's not helped Luna. It has not helped Bitcoin, guys. This stuff is like crazy, right? Like, well, this is something you don't see every day, but yeah, that's a big one. Luna UST, I bought the Bitcoin top at $30 and it went down to $2. That's a 33% dump. You have another chance at the bull run. It may not be with this this coins you have now, but opportunities will come again for you. Stick around. So this is pretty true, man. I think a lot of people think about this. Crypto repeats in cycles, guys, and unfortunately, some people learn difficult lessons in the process. We've seen Bitcoin make it to 20,000 and go all the way back down to 6,000. We've seen Luna make it to $100, come all the way back down to $1. And for me, guys, personally, I don't think this is something that you should personally try to trade. This isn't something that you're gonna win on, guys. I think that this is a Wells game at this magnitude, and I think you have bankers and venture capitalists literally having a dollar war right in front of our face. And I don't think retail should try to get involved. We'll jump over here while we're sharing screen. Why did Luna and UST crash? Find out on the market report. There's all kinds of videos out there, guys. That's why you're tuning in here with us at Coinverse. But basically, the algorithmic stablecoin lost its peg, dollar peg, crashed into a low of 30 cents. And people thought they were going to be able to buy this stable and then ride it up to $1. Bro, it was so many people looking to get from underwater. You had so many people trading against one another while the big guys were sitting back, just hitting a couple moves and wiping off everything on the smaller part of the board. Definitely was one of those things, guys. I didn't wish on anybody. I don't wish this on Luna. I want to see Luna come out of this on top. But personally, I don't think they'll ever make it back to $100 or wherever they were at the all-time high. I think this puts a lot of strain on this project. I think I want to see it do well. But the last few days, the crypto economy has been in turbulence as billions have fled from the market in search for safety. The issues with Luna sparked a significant sell-off of Terra's native digital asset, dropped 97% of its dollar in 24 hours. So this is something crazy. Terra UST or USD slipped 67%, lower than $1. So it's just been a lot of things on the market, guys, with Luna. And that's why we wanted to do the video on Luna today, is because there's so much going on in the market, and a lot of these drops and a lot of the things. Will this fuel the next bear market? I think, guys, we're already in the bear market. I think we haven't seen a higher high in 400 days on Bitcoin. I think you had some altcoins have nice runs, but what's going on right now with this situation, I think everybody's scared. Another thing I wanted to bring up today, guys, it was a FOMC meeting today. The CPI inflation rose to 8.3% here in the States. So this hasn't been great news today. I think, for me personally, I was always kind of waiting. I was kind of waiting on this time right now to kind of, see if I wanted to go back in heavy or just keep dollar cost averaging. And right now, this market is just not the market to go balls deep in. I think it's very smart to dollar cost average here. I do want to share my screen to dig a little bit more into this. We're going to go over to CNBC here. And inflation barely ahead of 8.3 in April from a year ago, remaining near 40-year highs, guys. We're seeing inflation at its highest point in the last 40 years. And the funny thing about this all, guys, is I actually don't even think that the inflation is this low where they show here at 8.3 or 8.1. I definitely think we're in double digit inflation right now in the States, guys. I think they're just going to give us a little bit more at a time, guys. There's going to be another CPI meeting on June 1st, which is about 3 weeks from this time, guys. I think it's very, very, very safe to say it's good to stay cautious and just kind of wait. I don't think we're going to see any market bounces today that's just going to go so absurd and leave us all behind. I do want to go over to trading view, guys, before I let you guys get out of here today. I just want to cover some more of this UST and this Luna. I want to look at prices and hopefully show you guys what I'm talking about as well. So let's go over to Luna. And we'll continue to talk about this, guys, but this is just something to really pay attention to when it comes to the way we got abandoned cryptocurrency together. We're seeing a fight out on stables, and whether that's banks really supporting USDC and backing USDC, and then taking what Do Kwon was doing as a slap in the face with his stable, and maybe they're fighting amongst one each other. But in hindsight, I think that we're going to have to eventually, kind of pick a side and ride on one side or the other with this, with everything that's going on. So I'm going to share my screen one more time here, guys. And we'll look at Luna. Oh man, this right here, guys, this is the death spiral. I I don't care how you look at this. In what sense, this is the death spiral. And we're looking at it right now on a 4-hour chart. And we see this thing just kind of just really get out of hand here, guys. And to see this thing fall from 119, just, back on the 4th of April to, not even 2 weeks later at $1, it just shows you the volatility in the market. I don't think the volatility stops. I think we continue to see volatility. I'm pretty sure I got a UST pair here. And guys, you see, like, this is my watch list. I'm not hiding anything from you guys. Like, I'm read everywhere, like I feel like I spent a weekend on Mars. I don't have the pair here, so I'm going to go ahead and add one here. But pretty much the Luna chart and the UST chart looks identically the same. There's no big difference between what's going on there and here. And I think, can we see this thing get its peg back? Potentially. I'm trying to be optimistic, guys, for everybody. But I can't push myself to say, hey, look, I'm bullish on Luna right now. I can't do it. I think it's one of the things we just gotta, sit back on the sidelines, let the whales play their games, and we watch it all from the side. And there will be buying opportunities in this mix. And I think it's not the time to do it. I think it's a great time just to sit back and watch. And another thing, guys, we also reported a couple videos on Galaxy that had recently launched on the Binance Launchpad, as well as we did videos on ApeCoin. I'm not giving up on these projects, guys. Are they heading in a different direction than what we expected? Of course, but I'm not giving up. I think ApeCoin will come back strong. I think you guys should really look into some of these things, not take this as financial advice, but study these projects, see what they're trying to do, and see if it's a smart choice from you going down the road from here. Okay. That's all the time I want to cover on this Luna thing today, guys. I don't really like reporting on bad news, but it looks like we're going to be reporting some bad news over the next couple of days, guys. I do want to bring you guys some gems that I do love that's potentially falling under $1, like your jewels and things of that nature. So we'll talk about those instead of trying just to focus on this, but we do want to cover this all the way. Make sure we get all the insight out that we can and try to figure out where this thing is going to go next. But we appreciate you guys tuning in over here at Coinverse, guys. Again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know how I'm doing. Follow me on Twitter as well. Follow me at Coinverse on Twitter and well as Telegram. And until next time, guys, vibing out.